Hey everyone, this is Paul Gale from PaulGaleNetwork.com, and thank you for joining me today for video game news. It is September 8th, 2021, and these are the top stories of the day. To kick things off, we have our first trailer of Injustice. This is based off of the video game Injustice, which later on went on to having a prequel comic book series and, of course, a sequel, Injustice 2. But this is an animated film coming out later this year, so I thought I would play the first official trailer, courtesy of IGN. Thank you.
Imagine meeting you here, Lois.
This is a priority call to all Justice League members. A woman is missing.
She's one of ours. Her name is Lois Lane.
Lois, my masterpiece.
Pretty crazy story. I enjoyed the game a lot, including the game's story.
You took his wife. You took his unborn child. And
But the comic series of what happened before and after
All these years, Bessie,
was extra
you
cool.
really need reasons from me?
What happened to Metropolis can never be allowed to occur again.
You'll throw away everything the Justice League stands for.
So yeah, that's the trailer for Injustice, and we got something else going on here right now. It looks like an ad that I paused, but movie comes out later this year. I'm looking forward to it because I was a fan of Injustice when it came out back on Wii U and Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and like I said, Injustice 2 in particular was a really good game, better than the first. Obviously, it took advantage of more horsepower, better graphics, and stuff like that. And I hope that, honestly, NetherRealm continues kind of staggering it the way they've been doing. You know, give us a new Injustice 3, and follow up with a Mortal Kombat 12, and then do an Injustice 4. Maybe eventually that will become stale. Maybe not. Honestly, I don't think it would be if you're continuously evolving the visuals, taking advantage of new horsepower along the way, new characters branching out, crossing over, that kind of thing. I think there's enough room for the two series to grow, but some may say, well, eventually you're going to, run out of ideas, and maybe that's where you do another crossover. They did do a Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe title, and that was pretty cool several years ago. That was actually kind of like the foundation work of what ended up being the Mortal Kombat reboot game, or MK9, based off of how the story progressed and how you took over different characters. And then, of course, when we got that MK9, which was just called Mortal Kombat for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, it was a really solid Mortal Kombat game and kind of set the stone for 10 and then 11 to come out, or X and then 11. But anyways, sidetrack it a little bit. Injustice, thought I'd play it because it is video game related, even though this is an animated film. Let me know what you thought. Are you looking forward to Injustice as a animated movie? Did you play the game? Is this your cup of tea? Not? I'm kind of happy. Even though I know what's going to happen, unless if they change a couple of things here and there, it'll still be cool to see it as, one film, and hopefully it delivers. And yeah, okay, moving on into some other kind of video game news. Lego last year teamed up with Nintendo for the Lego Super Mario. And here we have a tease going on. It says, hello, we've got a question for you. And even if I scroll down, you can't really see too much. Something's coming though. I'll let that play again since it was so short. And I'll show you from a little lower shot. One more time. It's definitely the question mark block from Super Mario. And it just says, we have a question for you. So something's coming soon. Now, last year, with the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary, Nintendo gave us, along with Lego, a couple of things Lego related that was, in the world of Super Mario. or vice versa, Super Mario related that was by the Lego company, but one of them was that NES and old school TV that was made out of Legos. You compose it together, and it included the Lego Mario that you could put on top, and he would interact along with the stage as you would crank and the level would progress. Then we also got the official Lego Mario sets. You had Mario, recently you got Luigi that came out, but along the way a whole bunch of different characters, Bowser Jr., Bowser at Castle, and it was a pretty fun, interactive form of entertainment. What could this be? Now, I think it could be a few things. One, it could be another big product. Like, literally, maybe it is just that question mark block, and maybe it's an interactive Lego block that you make that, even though it's kind of basic, it's just a giant cube. It looks really cool. You could open it up. Maybe when you open it up, it's a, diorama of sorts of Mario and friends inside, and you are building it from like the inside out. So when you pull it apart, you could look at it from the outside as a block, decoration piece, or open it up and then put it around in your house. Something like that is my guess. It could be a fancy carrier to carry your Lego items. That's a possibility. The wild idea is, what if it's the first hint of a Lego Super Mario game? Could you imagine that? Oof, that would be huge. We've got Lego with everything, right? Batman, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel Universe, DC Universe, Indiana Jones. What if we got Lego and Super Mario? Who would make it? Would it be made by a couple of teams working together? Hard to say, but it could fit really well. Mario stomping on Goombas, crumbling into Lego block pieces, Bowser's castle, interacting in more ways possibly than ever before, humor, some more voice acting, which Mario games aren't typically known for. I don't know, that's an idea. Or it could be another series, another line of Mario figurines. Possibly. Could it be another approach to the Mario Lego universe where it's, a new set of constructs that you build, like an actual Lego Mario or a Princess Peach castle, and it's not the kind of top-down perspective entertainment toy-driven experience that Super Mario was, but it was what a lot of people thought a crossover would be, where it's actually kind of like a backdrop looking at it from a 2D perspective visual of a stage. I don't know. There's a lot of things, but we'll find out soon. I just wanted to share that with you now because it's kind of exciting to ponder. What is it? Okay, moving on. Speaking of another collaboration, this one is pretty cool. This is Pokemon and Oreo. Limited edition cookies. Here's a little trailer.
Pikachu!
I like the animation.
What? I'll catch you!
That's fun. That's really cool.
Only 15 more to go.
Stay playful. Okay, I want to pause and rewind on this shot because there are 16 Pokemon Oreo cookies in all. And you can see we've got Sandshrew in there, Lapras, Bulbasaur, Mew, Pikachu, Squirtle, Jigglypuff. There's quite a few. Well, 16. You can take a look at a picture right here to see it a little bit better. And this will be coming out soon. Probably going to be hard to find, but you can pre-order them on the Pokemon on the Oreo website, so that's nice. I like this, you know. That's one of the things that I tell people about all the time. If you're a Nintendo fan, you're going to be filled with joy by so many different things in life constantly. You know, if you fall into the world of Nintendo, you're going to be entertained with new consoles coming out every several years, new forms of video game entertainment at its core. But it's more than just that. It's the franchises of playing Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Pokemon, Metroid, Star Fox, Pikmin, Splatoon games, and Fire Emblem and Xenoblade, and you know, you just keep on getting more and more. So there's a lot of games in the Nintendo umbrella. And then you've got partnerships with Vans and Havaianas for shoes and Puma, and then you've got fun things like Oreo, and then if you like statues, highly collectible things, you got partnerships with First Four Figures making Samus, Aaron, Bowser, Mario, and Yoshi, you know, statues. You like t-shirts and stuff to wear and posters to hang on your wall. You go to Hot Topic and Target and you find plenty of different things that are enjoyable. Oreo here, you know, Levi's nice looking jeans that are crazy with Mario and Pokemon designs there. Animal Crossing shoes on their way. Like, there's always something. There's jewelry, there's Black Milk clothing line. You've got plenty of things to look forward to. Now, maybe not every single franchise you're going to love, right? There might be some of you that, you know, one game genre in particular doesn't tickle your fancy, you know? But chances are, you look at all of the Nintendo games and the different franchises, the different genres that they occupy, there's probably going to be something in it for you. And if you give yourself a little wiggle room to try something else that's new, you might fall in love with more than your typical favorite franchise. You just can't go wrong with Nintendo, in my opinion. So I had to share that today. I saw that. Looks like fun. I'm going to buy some. I don't know what package I'm going to get, but I'm definitely going to eat them. I'll keep the wrapper. Like, I will clean it the best that I can, flatten out the wrapper as a collector piece, whatever, and, you know, laminate it, something like that, and, you know, just throw it in my pile of memorabilia that I've collected over the years. So, yeah, I'm sure that some people will hold on to the whole thing, and, you know, they'll have 50-year-old Oreos that will pull open for the first time in 2071, right? But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you going to get any of these Pokemon Oreos? Because I am. All right. Next up, not quite last, certainly not least, just one more reminder, because tomorrow's going to be a big day. At 1 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday, September 9th, we're getting a PlayStation Showcase. And the reason why I'm talking about this one more time, I probably would anyways, just because I'm looking forward to the event, but I can't say who. But I've been talking to one of my friends that works at PlayStation, and this individual has told me to look forward to tomorrow. That it's going to be exciting, it's going to be big, that I'm going to like it. I don't know what games are going to be shown off. I have my own speculations. I have my own hopes, right? I would be happy with a few different titles coming, like if God of War Ragnarok showed up, I would love that. If we got to see Spider-Man 2, I think that would be fantastic. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, the game that yours truly revealed almost a decade ago. If that were to be getting a sequel tomorrow, that would be pretty awesome. A new Sly Cooper game, pretty sweet. So there are quite a few titles that could really work. Street Fighter 6, Final Fantasy 16. We know that we're not going to get VR, but there's a lot that they could show off that we think is on the way, that we know that's on the way. Horizon, small updates here and there. You almost can't go wrong, because what's 2022 going to look like, you know? Some titles slipped into next year. Gran Turismo. What else is there? Third party, first party. I have been told that there's a lot. A lot is behind the scenes at PlayStation themselves, and more partnerships, more third party games, and mutual talk between Sony and partners than ever before in PlayStation history. They are planning on upping themselves considerably from the output that they got with the PS4. And if that's true, which I believe, my friend, to be true, right? I think the PS5 is going to have a very healthy life and should easily last 7 years, especially if a PS5 Pro model comes out partway through. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. Okay, and finally, rumor talk, kind of. Various people in the media outlets on YouTube, etc., have been receiving these Wumpa fruit deliveries from Activision. Specifically, they are like a piñata looking deal of the Wumpa fruit from Crash Bandicoot. We just got Crash Bandicoot 4, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Series X, Nintendo Switch. What is this about? Could this be? And the thought, the rumor, the hope kind of is timing up with a potential Nintendo Direct. Timing up with the end of the year being when Nintendo is going to have the final reveal and availability of their last character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Could this be a tease that sometime later this week or very soon you're going to be able to see that, hey, Crash Bandicoot is coming. Here's the invitation letter to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That would be huge. That would really be a giant get, because Crash never really faded from popularity in a lot of gamers' minds. If you're, in the late 20s to 30s and plus crowd, maybe he didn't have games consistently throughout the last 25 years, which this is the 25th anniversary this week, of like someone like Mario or even Sonic, who has had a lot more consistent games. But since they brought back the trilogy, did really well, and then brought back Crash Team Racing, did really well. Crash Bandicoot 4 did really well. So Crash is on more people's minds now, selling well again. Could this just be a tease of Crash Bandicoot 5? I don't know. That seems like it's a bit too soon after a Crash 4, right? Could just be a 25th anniversary celebration. Here you go. But fingers crossed that it's a little bit more than that. I wouldn't mind if the final character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was Crash Bandicoot. I think that Master Chief would be bigger, probably, because that is the mascot of Xbox. Yeah, we got Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, we got Steve from Minecraft. But Minecraft is already on everything. Banjo-Kazooie was Nintendo's back in the rare Nintendo days. Master Chief, that's Xbox's guy. To get him or Ratchet and Clank or Kratos from God of War, one of those three would probably be bigger currently. But in the video game landscape, someone like Crash represented PlayStation back in the day. The rivalry of Sony versus Nintendo, Crash versus Mario. Even at a time, Crash versus Mario versus Sonic. So to have Mario, Sonic, and Crash in one game would be pretty darn cool. I was kind of hoping that the final character would be, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, Crash Bandicoot, Doom Guy, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, or Master Chief from the Halo franchise. One of those few is kind of my hope, right? And a kind of realistic hope. Unless if it wasn't anybody like that, it would be Impa from the Legend of Zelda series, but it would happen to be the Impa model used in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Whether it was a past Impa, a future Impa, if she had a lot of power or some type of significance in that game, hypothetically, it would be that model of that Impa, and different models. You could use different skins from past Zelda games, but they would all play as the same Impa, because then it'd be like you're kind of introducing a little bit of a tease of someone to come, and That would be really big. I think Zelda, you could definitely use more characters from that franchise in Smash Brothers, right? Like some of the Guardians or just a generic Goron. Like Zelda is kind of underutilized in Smash, I feel. But anyways, we'll see if this means anything else throughout the week, if something unfolds. If not, congratulations to the YouTubers and folks out there that got the Wumpa fruit. That's kind of fun. But anyways, that's going to do it today for Video Game News with Paul Gale Network. Let me know what you thought. We got Injustice to talk about, Lego Super Mario crossover. What's the future of that going to hold? Apologize for the sun coming in my face a little bit here and there. Got the Wumpa fruit. Got Lego, sorry, not Lego, Pokemon Oreo. And we got that PlayStation Showcase tomorrow, which I think is going to be pretty special. And we have the potential Nintendo Direct that's going to come, although I wonder if that would be a this week kind of thing too. Starting to think not. Maybe next week. That seems more likely. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. This is PGN signing out. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.